Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show, Style, and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course, and as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about a few different stories, including Peppa from Salt and Peppa being removed from an airplane, and they were rude, y'all. We're going to look at her Instagram Live, and also we're going to talk about the unfortunate passing of Kobe Bryant's dad. And also, did you know that Netflix was working on a Prince documentary? It is 9 hours, and the length is one of the major reasons that is holding it up. Okay, so let's get into these stories. And before we do, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. You hear us content creators ask you to do that all the time. By hitting the like button, YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing celebrity gossip, celebrity news. Also, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show, Style, and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you as one of the showstoppers. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these stories and Peppa's Live are allowed for criticism. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with Peppa from the legendary rap duo Salt and Peppa being removed from an airplane. Now, it has to do with she had an injury. She was in a car accident in 2018 and she has a knee injury. So she purchased 2 tickets so that she could have space and I would imagine stretch out the leg that has the bad knee. So she spent $2,500 on 2 tickets, and there was a passenger on standby, a man who said that he needed to attend a funeral. So Southwest, she was flying Southwest, they put this man in one of Peppa's seats. And then she explained, look, I bought 2 seats. She printed out her boarding passes. So then they were going to remove him because they saw she bought 2 seats. Then they brought him back on and they told Peppa, well, we're gonna not only give him one of your seats, but we're gonna remove you because you were recording when we came to sit him in one of your seats. So they used her recording on her cell phone as a reason to kick her off. But let's just get into the Karenism spirit that is on those Southwest employees. So I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic so that you all do not experience an echo. Please hit the like button. Thank you.
These people took me off the plane, brought this up from Southwest, and I'm injured only. And I bought 2 tickets. I have two passes, right? They want to know if I could get the wheelchair now, even though I needed medical assistance today. I was injured. I just got injured, y'all. How y'all doing? So these people took me off the plane, brought this other man on the plane, and took me off the plane. I'm not trying to do the race thing, y'all know I ain't trying to do that. So, hi y'all. I never thought I would be a part of the Southwest prom of getting kicked off the plane, y'all. Peppa, I can't believe it. And the other passengers are saying they're going to write a letter for me, everybody that's on the plane, and help complain for me because I was wrongly removed off the plane. I know. Can you believe it? Me. OMG. So now I'm exiting. I have to show them. No, I'm just show them. So see, well, see the hands. So this is what's happening to me. This is. I'm going to more in trouble because you removed me. You said I would. You removed me off the plane. No, I needed assist. I had assistant, and I did on there. But what is the reason? You said I was. Is that the reason? No, just tell me the reason taking me off now. Start from the beginning where it started from. If you want to go from there. You said that I needed a break. So once you got on the plane, I asked you why did you need the second seat? You weren't wearing your brace or anything like that.
Southwest has a customer size policy, so you weren't encroaching on the second side. But then later on, once you put your brace on and had your second one, um,
It was fine,
you were
and
fine.
you
But
apologized.
right,
So
because
then you came back, and now
afterwards you were filming everybody, and then that was due to
no,
the
I
safety
wasn't. I
concern.
was talking to
So
my
I need you to get off the
assistant.
jet.
I
I
wasn't
don't want you
filming.
to inconvenience 140
This is
people.
my first time filming,
I
actually,
apologize for that. If that's how you feel, but I need you to get off the jet bridge or
because
someone.
I started filming. I just want to be clear on my kickoff of the Southwest. Is it what's my reason so I can be firm?
The safety and everything for the crew and everything like that. So I need you to get off
The
the jet bridge.
safety of the crew
Yes,
for me.
ma'am.
Just
So I
be
need you
very
to get off.
clear.
Ma'am, I need to close this
So
door.
the safety of the crew, I needed to get off because of
Right.
the
But I
safety
need you to get off the
that I
jet.
was.
We need to push this flag
You,
out,
you,
Miss Benson. I
I.
apologize for. I understand you feel wrong, but I need you to get up to the jet bridge just so for your safety. And
This is the other one, y'all. She came and brought another man and put him in my seat. And these two people took me off the plane. Literally took me off the plane and put another man in my two seats that I bought. Two seats, not one, y'all. Two.
I apologize that you weren't in the policy guidelines.
Thank you. They owe a public. I know. Now my meeting today, I will have to cancel it. I was on my way to Tennessee, y'all. I was on my way to Tennessee. That one too. They put another man in my seat. She keep turning around because she knows she was wrong for letting me off the plane.
Get off the jet bridge just for safety.
Safety.
Yes, because this whole thing moves.
Don't talk me like a dog, man. Come on. You go ahead. I can walk, ma'am. Thank you. This now you want to rush me off, then, and I was. But you don't even know the reason. You don't need to know, right? Is that what it is? You don't need to know, right? Is that just tell me? You're the head and you don't need to know the reason. You just need to just know that I got to get off. You don't even know the reason why they're kicking me off. So these people took me off the plane, brought this up from Southwest, and I'm injured only and I bought two tickets. I have two passes, right? They want to know if I could get the wheelchair now, even though I needed a medical assistant today. I was injured. I just got injured, y'all. How y'all doing? So these people took me off the plane, brought this other man on the plane, and took me off the plane. I'm not trying to do the race thing, y'all know.
Okay, so y'all saw Peppa's story, y'all saw her video. So the Southwest employees, they thought that she was recording on the plane when they effed up the first time and tried to put someone who was on standby in one of the seats that she purchased. But she was on the phone with her assistant to let her know, like, oh my gosh, I may have to get off this plane because they're trying to put someone in my seat when I paid for both seats. So it could be that the guy from Southwest, he knows that she was on the phone and not recording, and he's just telling a story as an excuse to get her off of the plane. And then the other employee, she was too shamed to be filmed in case it went viral. I don't know. It sounds like the way Peppa was talking, I don't even think she tried to drop her own name and say, I'm a rapper, a very popular rapper from the 80s and 90s. My husband is Tretch. Are you down with OPP? Because I have a feeling they would have known his song, then they would have known her. I don't even think she tried to do that to see if they would let her stay on the plane. And she said that the other passengers said that they were going to complain for her because I'm guessing they recognized her. But these airlines lately, we've been hearing about horrible customer service stories. Some other ones, I won't even say their names, but I'm sure that you've heard the stories lately. It is just ridiculous. I feel like everyone has this intensity and nobody cares. And definitely nobody believes in treating others how you yourself wants to be treated in return. Bottom line for me, she paid for 2 tickets and she was able to prove it because she printed out her boarding passes. She showed 2 tickets. They effed up when they were going to put the guy on standby in one of her seats. And then you used her, calling her assistant as a reason to remove her altogether. Now, they did refund her the $2,500. Southwest even went on to say that she purchased the tickets incorrectly. How do you purchase tickets incorrectly? Was she supposed to just purchase one ticket and say, hey, I have a knee injury, I'm going to need some more space? Then what would a for-profit company say? Oh, you're going to have to purchase 2 tickets. And then by then, somebody could have gotten the one next to her. So there is no she purchased the tickets incorrectly. They're just trying to CYA for their bad customer service. And really, like, I should probably actually, once I'm done with this video, I'm going to send that story to myself so I can like share it on my stories tonight. Cause yeah, it needs to go around because Southwest, they do need to be shamed. They definitely did her wrong. And she had an injury. So let me know in the comments, what did you think about that? And I felt like Pepa handled herself well. She wasn't cursing and yelling. She remained calm. She was articulate. And the lady was trying to talk to her like she was a dog. Come on, come on. Doing the most. But let me know what you thought about that story. So now let's go ahead and talk about Kobe Bryant's dad. I want to talk about the symbolism in this as we head into, it's an election year. And so I just want to talk about this. So Kobe Bryant's dad, Joe, has passed away for 4.5 years. Kobe Bryant died in January of 2020, and he has passed away. So Joe Bryant was 69 years old. And according to reports, I read it while I was closing out at the gym yesterday on people.com, that he suffered a massive stroke recently. His passing comes 4.5 years after his son Kobe and granddaughter Gigi, along with 7 other people, died in a helicopter crash on January 26, 2020. We definitely send our condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Joe Bryant. So this is very sad. 69, that's just older in my opinion, but that's not like elderly. The way I look at elderly is like, if you're like past 75, if you're like 80 and up, and perhaps you need assistance to do things. Like my godparents are in their 80s. My goddad this year, I want to say in December, he'll be 88. He still drives. He, bathes, clothes, feeds himself. He watches CNN all day. He has intelligent opinions about everything. He's like totally with it. My godmom is doing great too. She's been through a lot recently health-wise, but she's still doing very good. And she's 85. So I look at this as so young, 69, and to know that he suffered a massive stroke. I'm so sorry to hear that. He was not, like overweight or anything. A lot of times the stereotype is that those who will get really sick are like the obese. And, it's just so unfortunate. Health is such a blessing in each day that we live, and we can go out and come back safely from being in the public amongst people. We're doing so good. So I'm just so sorry. But even by the age of 69, Mr. Joe Bryant has lived a full life. He was married. He was a dad. He watched his son have an amazing career in sports in the NBA. He was a grandfather, and he may have been well traveled and, experienced lots of different amazing things. So now the father and son, they are together in eternity. And again, I give my condolences to his wife, Mrs. Bryant. And his daughter-in-law, Vanessa, she did give her condolences as well. She said, she wished that things had been different. She had only been around Mr. Joe Bryant a few times, but each time that he was always nice to her. So it's too bad that the families could not really merge together and become one family. I know that it happens sometimes, but Vanessa did give her condolences. Now, I want to say, after everything that happened in 2020, I always felt like when Kobe Bryant passed in January of 2020, it was so shocking and so sad. But we had no idea that that sad event of his passing would set the tone for such a turbulent and unpredictable year for all of us, for all of humanity. He passed away in January, and literally 2 months later, the entire world was shut down, the United States and abroad. You know, we were social distancing, give me 6 feet. We were all wearing masks. I remember like it would give me anxiety to leave out of the house and to go grocery shopping and to see all of us wearing the mask. It was just making me feel like the mark of the beast. And it was just freaking me out. And then, we had the unfortunate unaliving of Mr. George Floyd and all of the protests, and there was the burning of vehicles and buildings, and people losing their lives, and the arrest. And then it was an election year on top of that. And so, with this being an election year, and now it's Kobe Bryant's dad who has passed away, I have anxiety like, oh my gosh, are we entering another 2020? And then we could get a change in leadership in the White House. And these are anxieties that, I think about. And I just wonder, like, is this symbolic for major change in this country over the next 4 years? I do have anxiety as well on a deeper level about people of color and the LGBTQ community and women losing some of our civil rights. I feel like some people are not fearful or concerned about that, but I am. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, is Mr. Bryant's passing? Is it like a foreshadow, like what happened with Kobe in 2020? I hope that it is not, but that's definitely on my mind. So I wanted to share that with you all. Definitely, if you pray, if that's how you connect with God, I ask that you say a prayer for his family because loss is definitely hard. All right, so let's move on to this Prince documentary. So I know a lot of us are major Prince fans. So I'm going to read you all this story, and of course, all of these are coming from the Jasmine brand. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. I so appreciate the big blogs that just collect so many stories all day long. I love the neighborhood talk. I really like the Jasmine brand. I like the Shade Room. Like I said, I check out people.com. So so let's go ahead and get into this. So Prince's estate is at a standstill with Netflix over a 9-hour documentary. But we are confident a compromise can still be worked out. That is a quote from Netflix. So Prince's estate is currently deadlocked with Netflix regarding a documentary about the iconic musician, which has been years in the making. The dispute centers around the film's 9-hour runtime, as reported by Puck on Monday. The original 2018 agreement specified a 6-hour series, but director Ezra Edelman's final cut extends 3 hours beyond this, which the estate argues breaches the initial contract. Despite the tension, Netflix remains optimistic about finding a resolution, with insiders stating the platform is confident a compromise can still be worked out. However, the situation is complicated by Edelman's refusal to shorten the film. So I want to stop right there for a moment. In my opinion, I'm guessing that Prince's estate is thinking, whoa, the amount of money that we agreed to was based off of a 6-hour documentary. So if now it's 9 hours, pay us some more money. And I'm guessing perhaps Netflix does not want to shell out any more dough for the 3 extra hours. Now, the documentary was initially set to be directed by Emmy Award winner Ava DuVernay, but Edelman took over more than 4 years ago. The Oscar winning director of OJ Made in America has since completed the project and even hosted private screenings for Prince's family and friends last year. More issues have arisen, not only from the documentary's length, but also from alleged inaccuracies about Prince, who was famously private. These creative differences are further complicated by the division of Prince's estate into 2 parts in 2022, requiring Edelman to secure approval from both the family and the rights managers. So it sounds like Prince's estate, it's ran not just by the family members. I know that he had a surviving sister, and then the managers of the estate. Now, this doesn't surprise me because with Michael Jackson's estate, we know that his mom, Katherine Jackson, she's taken his managers of his estate to court because she does not agree with the managers selling off some of the assets that fall under Michael Jackson's estate. But the managers say, yo, we have to sell these assets to free up cash to pay off debts. So I can imagine when it comes to the deceased, the estate, those who run it from a business perspective and the family members, it seems to be that they sometimes do bump heads. So perhaps some people from Prince's estate is cool with the extra 3 hours, and then some are not. Despite the disagreements, an insider reassures that the estate is keen on the documentary's release once it meets their standards. I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies are like kicking my butt. It's like really dry. So I'm going to sit underneath the humidifier, but I do apologize. But the estate does, in fact, want to see the documentary released when it is ready, respectfully, so that the world can celebrate his extraordinary life and work. So I cannot wait for the documentary to come out. I did not know that someone was working on it all these years, since 2018. That is 6 years. So I imagine it's going to be well. Now, 9 hours, that's like watching Risa Tisas from TikTok, Who the F Did I Marry? So that'll just take me a few days, maybe a week, to check it out. But definitely, I cannot wait to see it. Will you be watching Prince's documentary on Netflix? How long will it take you to watch it as well? But yeah, I saw these and I definitely wanted to share them with you. Of course, my channel is majority inspired by Love and Marriage Huntsville and the lovely Melody Cherie, but I definitely wanted to bring these stories to you all as well. While I was working today, I did check out Melody's TikTok. I'm sure you did as well. Her Monday TikTok. While I was working, I did grab my MacBook and I pre-recorded it and I uploaded it. And, I've been watching like yesterday's and today's. Today, she got a massage while on TikTok Live. Her chemist called in. She talked about her experience. So impressive. She has her master's degree and she has her own successful line of products as well. I just love the content. I shouted Melody Cherie out yesterday and today on my IG stories. She literally produced content for 3 days straight and for several hours each day. That is definitely not easy. This week, I've worked out 2 days in a row. I went to the gym last night and I made it home right as Queen Sheba was starting her live. Tonight, after I logged out of work, I just took myself out to dinner, but I dressed in my sweats first before I went out for dinner. Then I went straight to the gym and then I came home and I checked out some stories and created this content. So I hope that you all are having a great week. We are through the majority of the work week. Tomorrow will be a thriving Thursday. And I like to say my affirmations in the morning. I probably will not journal tonight, but I will just take a shower and get ready for bed. Oh my gosh, any recommendations for like, I feel like I need another humidifier down here. Upstairs, the moisture is good because I sit under a humidifier all day while I'm working, but down here it feels drier to me. So it's just kicking my butt. But this is where I like to create content. I'm in my dining area, so I like the fireplace and I have like the yellow kissing balls. In my living room, it's purple and pink. I'm a girl. So I have like purple kissing balls on that fireplace, on that mantle, but I like to create content down here, but I may have to start going upstairs sometimes. But yeah, it's going to be a thriving Thursday. Please hit the like button on this video as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And thank you all for checking out this video because I know that it is not LAMH related. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.